Holy
everybody.
shit, we are back!
We're back. Welcome to episode 51, baby.
Yes, sir, it's been a minute.
Long time coming.
Just a little 2 months. Just a little 2 months.
Yeah, we all got tired, you know, had
Lots of stuff happened in that time.
A lot of things happened. Unfortunately, we missed some of them, but now we're up to date on some things. That's
I was gonna say lots of things in my personal life. I got a new job. I got engaged. I took a vacation for the first time.
Holy shit!
3 years. Yeah, I'm now engaged. Hooey!
Congrats.
So I'm on the life plan. I'm moving out of the beige dimension. I don't know exactly if I've talked about my apartment yet on the channel, but y'all have seen it basically through the camera, I guess sometimes. My entire apartment is beige. Like, it got the landlord special of beige. Everything is beige. The only thing...
I'm pretty sure I brought it up on here before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember there was a bunch of jokes made about it when I did an apartment tour when I moved in here. Everybody was saying that I'm just plugged into the beige dimension. And I sort of hope that my new apartment's the same way. I've went and looked at it, but they say that the one I'm going to be moving into is not the same shade as the one I previewed. But I hope it's the same kind of goofy single color walls, just so I could say I moved into like another color dimension or something.
Believe it or not, this one's going to be purple.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
The Logan behind the slaughter.
He was
every time you wake up, you open your eyes, you see the purple, and then just the song starts playing. Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's been so long since I've seen my son lost to this monster.
Well, because I don't want anyone to know about my personal life, we're skipping me.
What do you mean? You're in the WWE now. It's been 2 months. You had 2 months to train.
Nah.
Hey. It's not the WWE anymore. It's the AEW.
Wait, what?
The AEW?
No, that's two different companies.
I thought that... Okay, to be fair, as soon as AEW started, I just never heard anything again about WWE.
Fair point. But, no, different things.
One of the last things we talked about was like Brock Lesnar and his sex ring or something.
No, that was Vince McMahon in his sex ring, but Brock Lesnar was involved.
Okay. To escape and earn your freedom from the sex pit, you have to defeat The Rock Johnson in a cage match. 3 rounds, baby.
Good lord. Okay.
You think you could take The Rock 3 rounds in the ring?
You reminded me of the...
no, I'll be cooked, bro. Have you seen the size of that dude?
I was gonna say, you reminded me of the edit that they did to the Spider-Man scene where he's hanging up on the cage and he goes, nice onesie, did your husband make it for you? Yes, he did. Thanks for noticing.
I love that. I love that bit.
I take that as canon. Speaking of shenanigans, do you know what happens when you send bomb threats against the White House?
You go to jail.
Do you get put on a watch list?
Yeah, I think you're both right. And guess who fucked around and found out? Our good mate Daniel Larson.
Oh, I thought you were.
I thought we did talk about that.
Oh, did we?
To be fair, it's been so long, it could have just been another conversation.
We've mentioned him a few times.
Was not on this show.
Well,
why don't we go back to the conversation we were having? Something about mass personal hatred for Kendrick, and he should fly to the U.S. and hunt him down.
Well, first off, no, it was I'm on Kendrick's side here.
I'm just messing. No, there was that. There's the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake beef right now.
Oh, so, yeah, and the whole bit is with everyone keeps depicting Kendrick as like diss track Jesus.
Yeah. And well, I mean, pretty much the major things he's done is that he's just been calling Drake a pedophile.
I mean,
to be fair, we all kind of knew that.
Yeah, no, you're right there. But like, it's just funny. So for those who don't know, Kendrick Lamar is a rapper based out of from Compton, LA, and Drake is a they're both famous. Drake's also like a R&B rapper from Toronto, the suburbs of Toronto, Canada, and also started out acting in a show called Degrassi. Actually, a pretty good show, I will say.
Math, them getting that information from us is so far out there. I'm sorry to say. I think we can establish that they know.
Yeah, well, just in case people live under a rock, what can I say? Okay, that's and so basically,
you know what? I will say this in defense of Math, Omni. We both know Ape, and that man does live under a rock.
Ah, yeah, that's fair. All right, continue.
There you go. Okay, and so basically, I'm not too sure when the beef has been around for a while, since like the early 2010s, but it was only like this year when it actually started going up, when Drake and J. Cole did a little diss on one song, and then J. Cole also released another diss track, but then he deleted it and apologized, as he may have gotten a vision of what was to come, because Kendrick responded with a song called Euphoria, which was mental in on itself. That was a big one. Drake responded with Family Matters, and that was like, oh, okay, cool. And then literally an hour after Drake responded, Kendrick released another song called Meet the Grahams, accusing Drake of being a sex trafficker, a predator, and having a secret child. He then released the next day a song called Not Like Us, further accusing Drake of pedophilia and slander. And then Drake responded, but no one cared about that. And then on Juneteenth, which was, I think, 2 days ago now, Kendrick did a show in... where is it? In the Kia Forum in Inglewood, California, where he had a shit ton of his mates show up, like Dr. Dre showed up, so many people showed up for it, and basically just played all his diss tracks on Drake, including playing Not Like Us, like 5 times, while Crips and Bloods were dancing together on stage. His hatred of Drake was so powerful that he brought together 2 rival gangs to party on Drake's grave. And so,
well, proverbial grave.
Yes, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Drake just kills himself from all this bullying.
I've been told a lot of different things. I've been told that he fled the country. I've been told that his house was shot up. I've been told this and that. I want to know what's real about Drake. What is he actually doing right now? What could possibly be going on in his head right now? Do you think he's going to try and bite back? Do you think he's just going to lay low?
I mean, how can he bite back, though? He's tried, and he's just been stomped every single time. Like, he hasn't been able to find a chink in Kendrick's defenses.
Think he's filling out McDonald's applications?
Probably. He's like...
Could you imagine Drake serving you at a McDonald's and getting your order wrong? You're gonna pull back to the drive-thru and just, hey, I asked for no onions and you put onions on it. Just
hold on, you'll get another one.
Just fucking Drake, sorry. That goofy ass fucking fade of his.
I can't do a good Drake impression, but that's...
Oh, I can. Hold on.
There you go.
Hey, honey bear. What can I do for you today?
Yeah. How old are you, sweetheart? Oh, you're 18, not too old.
Hey, Pookie Bear, don't say that.
Sure for your age.
You'll feel into that. You'll feel into that training bra. Don't worry about it.
Oh no.
That's my Drake impression.
God damn.
I love the meme format for Drake, where it's Drake the type of dude too, and then just insert something that's super limp-wristed and soft.
Yeah. Hey guys, you might want to see this.
They used to just devolve into like Drake when his head gets hit with an anvil, and it's like the Tom and Jerry scream, while like a big bump rises from his forehead.
Big old goose egg.
The point is,
He's just a cartoon.
he's been clowned on. Yeah. He's been clowned on, and he had the audacity to call Kendrick, like, not a real gangster. Because, mind you, Kendrick's father moved from Chicago to to Compton with only like $400 to his name. And so Kendrick's been from the streets, as cringy as that is for me to say, it's like a white dude bit. And Drake grew up in like suburbs of Toronto. So like, bit of a
I think you can.
You know,
probably
it's funny. Every
separate
time
the
I hear
situation.
Toronto,
Is he from Toronto? I actually can't remember. I'm just checking where Drake's from. He's from Toronto, yeah, Toronto, Canada.
I was gonna say, because every time I hear Toronto, I go back to I don't know if to anybody listening, or if you two have ever heard of the show Letterkenny. Letterkenny.
Letterkenny.
Yeah, it's a Canadian comedy show, but it originally started out with the who would become the cast members, just doing skits and various bits in character on a channel on YouTube called Letterkenny Problems, and it eventually got picked up by Crackle to become a show, and now I think it's still on Crackle, but they might have gotten acquired by something bigger. So they might be on like Amazon or something. But point is, it's just a funny show. And there was one of the bits that they did for I think it was for the YouTube channel. It might have been one of their early cold opens for the show, where they were working a fruit stand, and some guy comes up, like man bun, black leather vest, sunglasses on, and goes, "What satanic clown orgy did you just walk in from?" Toronto. Figures.
Oh, I've seen
So
bits of this show.
The mention of Toronto always takes me right back to that scene.
No, the biggest thing about Drake that surprised me was he was going after young women.
Oh yeah, because he's like.
I was gonna say the biggest surprise for Drake was his fucking flopper.
Is what?
His fucking dick, dude.
Oh yeah,
that video. A video went out of him just fucking flopping his soft dick around.
I've never seen it.
It's terrifyingly large.
I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. I believe you.
Oh, he's just got that going for him.
Yep, he's still got a feat. He could always just be going to the porn industry.
Oh, have you seen?
They won't have him.
Ooh, I gotta look this up. Remember that the chicken sandwich video? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh god, I know
chicken sandwich.
I know exactly the one.
You know the guy behind it. You know he's like a whole ass lol cow.
Food. Or is it food fucking reviews or fucking food reviews or something like that?
Oh, let me take. It's here somewhere. Let me see who it is. He posted a video of himself. He didn't film the ordeal, but he's a truck driver, and he filmed himself driving to a location where he was gonna pay a woman $60 to have sex with him. Oh, I gotta look it up. She's a nightmare to look at, and I'm like, she couldn't pay me $60 to have sex with them, even on my darkest hour. That was so nasty. Oh, fuck, I can't find it.
Good.
But it shows the video of him recording, like, his way out, saying, "I just had sex, guys." And it shows, like, the lower half of her body, and she's built like the Goblin Girl from the Trolls movie.
Yikes.
It is...
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to either.
I don't mean the lolcow video. I mean, like, I don't know what the reference you're making with the troll movie.
Hold on. Let me... Oh, hold on. She's built like. Fuck. Nah, it's gonna. You guys continue the conversation. I'll put some stuff in the references when I get it.
I don't
I mean,
want to
it's
continue the
kinda-
conversation.
I was gonna say kind of hard to continue off of that.
Moving
I
on.
guess I was gonna say I guess there's more recent news.
Yes, more recent news. Alex, do you, no, fucking not Alex, David, do you know, Dr. Disrespect, the Twitch streamer?
I'm aware of him. I don't know much about him.
Yeah, well, he got banned, like, 4 years ago off Twitch for reasons unknown until yesterday. And...
Oh, I was gonna say I've heard about him getting banned off and on.
Right, so... would you like to know why he was allegedly banned?
Sure. I mean, it's
He
part of the
was.
story.
Drum roll. He was texting minors!
Okay, yeah, I feel like at this point, I feel like at this point, fame, and it seems to happen much faster with internet fame.
It really does.
Like if you're a celebrity because you got a music career or into acting, it feels like you gotta at least hit like 35 before any story about you and interacting with minors becomes a thing. But I feel like with internet fame, like streamers, YouTubers, it's like all it takes is like 2 years after you hit the like 1 million subscriber mark. And if you make it past that time without something coming up about you, I think you're in the clear.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Coming
What's
from
so hard about not touching kids?
Well, I guess the idea is you are so public. Why would you even risk the idea, even if you were like down into it? Why would you risk doing that when you are so public? You know what I mean?
I always think it's because they feel untouchable when they're famous. Like, they feel like they're untouchable.
I don't think somebody like Dr. Disrespect thinks that he's untouchable.
I
I'll believe it.
don't get it because like you see almost every day people getting exposed for this. Why are you the one that's gonna get away? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you the one that I'm gonna be the one that has sex with a 16-year-old? I don't get it. And Dr. Disrespect, he built a whole career on shitting on people who deserve to get shitting on. So for him to do it, brother.
I think something crazy too is I feel like there are those times like where these stories come up of some internet celebrity. It's like, oh, they were texting or chatting up with a minor online. There's it's so few times, but there are times where it's just they were talking to him, and then like a month or two into it, they suddenly go, oh yeah, by the way, I'm like 16. And then they try and cut ties, but now, everybody has the fuel to the fire of their previous chats. And it's like, yeah, at the very least, you weren't intentionally doing anything wrong, but also, how did you go that long without even discovering how old somebody was?
For real. It's a very
then you think
bizarre
about then you think about it, is it really a normal thing, like, ever to naturally in conversation just ask how old somebody was unless they bring up their birthday?
Well, I mean, if you're getting like pretty intimate, if you're getting wanting to see a bit more, if you get what I'm saying.
I feel
Yeah,
like
no,
when
like
you're talking
by the time you
your-
get to that point, you should.
Yeah, exactly. But like, yeah.
I feel like talking to your fans has to be set as like a professional courtesy. Like you can't. I guess when it comes to fans reaching out to you to talk to you, you have to put that professional barrier up. and, you know, be a professional. That's my idea, is like, if even if you are talking to them like a normal friend, there shouldn't be anything there that can get you for anything. Because you don't generally ask random people or random fans or even good friends, like, I guess, flirty sexual questions. At least, like, yeah, on Twitter.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they're like, oh, well, I was talking to them for like, let's say a year, and they were 15 and I didn't know. Why are you talking to your fan base like they can be like sexual interests? That's a weird professional boundary that you cross there, in my opinion.
I should mention, this is all allegations, by the way, so there hasn't
Yeah.
actually been any concrete proof just yet, but like the way that Dr. Disrespect worded his own statement, like he said no wrongdoing was acknowledged, it just sounds fucking guilty as fuck. So I'm pretty damn. I wouldn't be surprised that he did it.
Listen, fellas, I was going to fuck them, but I didn't. So nothing bad happened.
Pretty sure I heard that on like a Catch a Predator episode. I'm pretty sure I heard that like bar for bar.
Brother, I was buying cupcakes. Nothing bad happened.
I mean, for me it was funny because Dr. Disrespect
Man, I
was,
just came here for some cupcakes.
what was funny to me about it...
Oh my god, I still can't get over the fact that they got him a second time and the dude showed up in a cupcake costume.
Yeah, until you find out that ruined the whole investigation, so they can't really do anything about it.
Well,
They ruined it both times. It's...
Yeah, but like
the
the
whole
police
thing is
couldn't take it or something.
Well, the police can't take it ever. Whenever any of these channels do that, like trying to do To Catch a Predator, it doesn't work because
Now, there's been a few convictions.
No, because they didn't obtain
you have
the
to go
evidence
about it in
legally.
a very specific manner and be
Yeah.
working with police prior. You
Yeah,
can't
but
just go. You can't just go like, oh, hey, I'm gonna pretend to be a minor and then convince this guy to come meet us and then get him on film showing up. That
Yeah,
doesn't
I know
mean
that.
anything.
I know that. That's what I was saying.
I think they did end up getting EDP though.
I don't think he's in jail though. I'm pretty sure he's out still.
No, because there wasn't anything they could charge him with because there was never an actual minor involved.
He is still a
It
free
was-
individual.
By all means, it would have been entrapment because it is somebody going, hey, I'm going to pretend to be a minor and catch this guy. It's like, yeah, it was the intention there, but there was never a actual party involved.
Yeah, he's... Oh no, I think the first time there was one. I might be wrong though.
I just know that people like that. I mean, you may have ruined his career, but he's still like a free walking man, you know.
Yeah, that's the annoying part. Speaking of ruined careers though, let's go over to good old England. To English YouTube community, commentary channel community, whatever it's called. There's this guy called I'm Alex. Decently popular dude, looks like a bit of a weasel if you ask me. And he got exposed with a I think it was like an 80-something page document with videos of like Discord calls, screenshots, and pictures taken for evidence. So, basically him just being an abusive partner in relationships. Like,
I thought you were gonna say that he compiled and was about to fucking destroy people's careers, but never mind.
Nope, it was he actually did that with like a few years ago when Slazo got accused of Predator stuff. He kind of helped bring on the false narrative, so he did that. It was all fake though, but yeah, he ruined someone's career. But this time he's getting it on him as and it's all true because there's actual videos of him threatening to bash his ex's head against the wall, calling her the N-word. She was white though. They're both white. Just mentioning it, and he also like
or white.
White.
Okay, go on.
Caucasians. And also just there's pictures of him smashing up her computer setup. Like actual destruction. And also threatening to kill a cat. So Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wasn't surprised when I heard this. I was like, huh, always knew something was off about him. Partly because of like the whole Slazzo shenanigans a few years ago.
You know, you're hitting on the British hate almost too close to the dedicated Hate Britain Day for us.
Well, yeah, that's what like. That's like a little bit of a weekaway. Fucking congratulate. Well, yeah.
It's almost 2 weeks almost 2 weeks away. Which I cannot agree more. I hate the British.
Amen.
Food sucks. Culture sucks. Don't know why you still pay taxes to a queen. Get a life.
Isn't he a king? It's a king now. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, it is. A king.
Well, same difference.
To a monarchy. Get a real government, loser. Why don't you become a superpower again?
You know,
know.
it's just
I didn't
you
even
brought
look
up you brought up the food, and I'm thinking about that one image of somebody at a football game, and he's holding up a tray of fries with gravy and peas on it.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, peas, they're kind of weird. Like, it's more, to me, feels unnecessary. I mean, gravy on fries, I love poutine. But, like, the peas, the thing that gets me with that image is not that they're there, but that they're so green. It is so insanely saturated green. I swear it's dyed.
They're actually, it's just
Like,
a bunch of...
I assume both of you have had peas before.
Yeah.
They're kind of like a slightly pale green. You mash them, it's like a slightly lighter sage green. It's not anything crazy. It's fine. The peas in this image look like a green, like a fresh palette of paint. Green.
You see, like, you see like a truck pulling into the stadium, and it like the paneling falls off, and instead of being a food truck, it's a Play-Doh truck. They just fucking mold green Play-Doh and put it on the fries.
Good lord.
Oh, that's so. Funny.
I will
So
defend
green.
British cuisine on one thing. I had some really good sausages, mashed potatoes, and mushrooms with gravy on a few days ago. It was so good. So
Like, there are some English foods that I could really get down with, but this is just, here. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, I found the image already. That was quick. I'll put it in podcast references.
I think every
Right,
time
see.
I hear about British cuisine, it's always like
It looks half frozen.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. That looks.
Ooh.
Those peas look really mushy.
I mean, they're supposed to be, but even then, it's like it doesn't. It looks like they cooked it with the sunlight that they never see.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. That's a good description.
Now, I'm sure that's not.
I mean,
a
okay, you know what's
perfect-
funny? That comes back to another image of like nothing beats a full English, and somebody says, "Did you cook this with sunlight?" Because nothing on the plate looks like it's done.
Well, I'm sure that's not the stunning example of British cuisine, but I feel like every time someone says this is authentic British cuisine, it's either got like those maple brown sugar beans or peas. And I just can't find, unless it's like a full English breakfast, I cannot find a meal without beans or peas. And I think that's disturbing a little bit, just in my opinion.
They like
a very common
legumes.
They like their legumes.
Gooning. Excuse you.
Oh, look. I found the image, but I need to crop it a bit because it's a little stretched.
I can't now. Not to toot my own horn, but I think American cuisine. Nothing on that plate's done except maybe. Oh, not those eggs are done like rare.
Yeah, like those eggs needed not much longer. They still needed to cook a bit longer. I don't like that the beans are just in the corner, just smack there.
There's no presentation.
The mushrooms, they did. If you're gonna cook your mushrooms like that, pull the stem out. That's just too much mushroom.
No, I quite like the stem.
When I
No, you
mushrooms,
you could use it. I'm just saying is like it's unnecessary to me. It's like just
we're gonna have
extra.
to agree to disagree there.
I think we can agree that this British food presentation is miserable, and I would
It's not good.
be very upset if I was handed this.
Yeah, I would want my money back. In fact, I'd want them to pay me a bit more for the inconvenience.
Yeah, I want you to hand me all the money in your register.
Yeah, got a lawsuit on your hands.
Well,
Okay, I gotta share this just because I saw it. The stance, the
You
quote,
better count
the
your
belt.
fucking days like Helen Keller and an orgy. You don't know who you're fucking with. That's a brilliant line.
Oh my god. The best part is that he's wearing the fucking belt like an ogre gut plate.
And he's got like his name's taped over it, taped onto it. I think
Yeah.
it's fucking mad.
oh, that's awesome. Lead Belcher.
No, that's not that is an ogre man-eater. He's fighting with his bare fists. He doesn't need no lead belcher.
His finishing move would be just a belly flop onto thee.
He doesn't belly flop on you. He fucking pile drives you and then tosses your unconscious body into the sacrifice stew.
Oh lord.
That's about all the time we have for this episode, though. We gotta start wrapping
Nah.
up. It was
Okay.
nice.
Oh.
Take it away, David.
Eat your peas.